Hey everybody, it's your girl, Miss Irie B, Miss Mocha Delight. I am back to bring you a video that is going to be reviewing the new television show on OWN called Cherish Today. That is starring these two lovely young people. His name, you have to forgive me, Alano Miller, and I cannot just, oh gosh, what's the young lady's name? Oh my gosh. That is so sad, but her character name is Gently. And it's an anthology that's by Ava DuVernay. And of course, y'all know when Ava put her name on anything, it is good, okay? Okay. So it's an anthology where they'll be following several couples. Now, how many episodes are in one couple, that I'm not sure of, but I'm quite sure if you Google it, you'll find the information. So we're going to do Evan, who is Kano from Underground, if y'all watch Underground, and Gently James. Look, after watching these two episodes that aired Tuesday and Wednesday, but the normal show times are Wednesday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, I saw myself in Gently. And I must admit, I saw a lot of black women in Gently. And if I was a dude, I probably wouldn't date us either. I'm sorry, but I think sometimes we as black women can be a little too headstrong in a sense. But let's go start off with the story. So on the first episode that aired Tuesday, they meet in the library, Gently and Evan. Evan is waiting on a book, and Gently is trying to talk to this librarian who is played. I've seen her in Lean On Me. I've seen her on the Cosby's. I've seen her on the show that Eddie Griffin and Malcolm Jamal Morton had. And she's trying to get the lady to, like, get this tab off. Need to erase this tab. And Gently works for this lady named Lula James, I think. No, Lula. It's Miss Lula. They call her Miss Lula. And Gently is definitely trying to me, it's like she's trying to strong arm the lady. And she's creating a line behind her in the library. She's trying to return these books, and there's like a $200 fine on books. I'm like, well, damn, how long y'all had these books? But the guy, Evan, decides he comes up and he wants to be Captain Save-'em. Now, being Captain Save-'em, I think it was just his way to get up to talk to Gently, because she left an impression on him. Of course, she didn't take him up on his offer, but it was okay. Whatever impression she left on Evan, after everything was said and done, she left a good enough impression on him to go to her Instagram and find her. He remembered her name to find her on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And he sent her a DM. He flew in the DMs. He liked her pictures and flew in the DMs, y'all. Now, some of us can't even get a man to fly by our house, let alone fly by our job. But he flew in her DMs, because that's the type of impression. He loved her tenacity, her, like, I'm gonna take care of business. Like, yeah, like, he loved that about her. So Miss Lula, Gently works for Miss Lula. Apparently it must have been a bet, because Miss Lula was like, I dare you to go up there and get them to erase this fine or whatever. And Gently tells Miss Lula about this guy, or whatever the case may be. And it was just, Miss Lula was dropping gems as usual. Miss Lula is played by the ever so great Miss Cicely Tyson. And my mom is 98 years old, so I definitely know the gems that Miss Lula was dropping, because I hear them every day. So, with that being said, as the night went on, they met at this, they met up for, he flew in her DMs, they met for the cake. And I know a lot of you have seen the commercial, the trailer where they was like, you want the strawberry or you want the Oreo? So they had that little exchange going on, and one thing led to another. She takes him over to her dad's, because Miss Lula needs a refrigerator. So they gotta go to Carson's, but she gotta run by her dad to get the car. So with all of that said and done, roll up at her dad's house, who was played by Michael Beach. Michael Beach is an old gangster, like an ex-gangster, and her uncle. Baby, when her uncle threw out that dang on Game of Thrones quote, and I was like, nah, baby, it's the North, baby, it's the North. Bend the knee. Like, when he threw out that game, I was like, her uncle, really? But it was funny. It was a funny moment to me. It's a fun, because you see these tough guys, these gangsters, especially these old gangsters, and for them to be like, it was funny reference. It was a funny Game of Thrones reference. But Evan and Gently decides they take a ride up to Carson for the refrigerator, and the person is not there when they get there. So they're just hanging out, you know, having a good time, getting to know each other. Because this is technically still the first date. So they turn around and she asked him about, it was something pertaining to relationships or something like that nature or whatever, or they were talking about school or something, and he asked her, he said something in reference to her parents, and it struck a chord with her because she assumed that he was trying to judge her and who she was, and he wasn't. He was just asking a simple question. So she got on the defense, honey. She had attitude, like, you don't know me, you don't know where I come from. I'm paraphrasing that. You don't know where I come from. How dare you judge me? That's the vibe she gave off. And he was like, but you, like, come on, Gently, come on. That right there where I was like, well, dang, I need to step back as a woman. A lot of us women need to step back and be like, we could come off a lot more softer or whatever. So apparently that didn't go well for them. They ended up trying to find a refrigerator. She had an attitude. It's not going to fit. He was like, well, I'll buy. She was like, no, I don't want it. You can't always throw money at situations where some men with money think they could just throw money at you and everything is good. Think they could throw that dick at you and everything is good. But you know, you didn't hear that from me. But after that, turned around, they fell out. It was bad vibes. He got out the car. She left him. He Ubered back to her car, back to his car that was at her dad's house. And he got to his car. It was just beef. And you thought that it was over and done with. So on the next episode, they was at this art gallery open or something of that sort. And of course, they in the same spot. She was like, girl, that's him, girl. He like, man, that's her over there. Like, ugh. But they ended up connecting, and I'm so glad they did. Like, Gently put on her big girl drawers and put her attitude aside, and she walked up to him. And at this time, it had been a year and a few days later, since their initial encounter. And they get to talking, and she invites him to a bowling, like they were going to an after party where it was a little bowling get together at the bowling alley or something. He goes and he meets her, and she has I'm gonna call it is what it is, a situationship. Situationships are basically people you're screwing when, you know, you want to get your itch scratched. And he's trying to talk to her, and Evan sees it, but he's like, hey, well, okay, well, who this? Oh, okay, I see it. I can see the interaction y'all got going on. Okay, that's cool. That's cute. That's cute. So Gently was like, yo, it was what it was. I had an itch that needed to be scratched. We good? And he trying to be like, yo, come over. Woo, woo, woo. Nah, we good. We Gucci. Ain't that what the young kids say? That's what the young kids say, right? We Gucci. So I'm glad it's a situationship. Y'all, men always want women to treat the situation like that. You mad because I can do it better than you? But anyway, so unfortunately, Evan, some kids were running in the bowling alley, and Evan ends up breaking his dang foot or ankle. Whatever, his foot was broke, y'all. So she had to take him to the emergency room and everything. And they get to talking still, getting to know each other and vibing. And Evan did bring dude up. And she's like, yo, it is what it is, whatever. So So they turn around and talk, and she fill out everything. She ended up leaving. She was like, "You okay?" He was like, "Yeah, I get somebody to come and get me. No worries, no biggie, no worry. I get somebody to come get me." Then he doesn't. So he has to call her back. So she has to come back and get him and everything. And so she takes Evan home. She takes Evan home, and they get to all that good stuff. And she goes to his bathroom and she finds a bra. She finds a bra. Then she gets in her feelings again and cop an attitude. Whoa, 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 young lady. He had a life before you. You had a life before him. But she got in her feelings about it. And I don't know why we do that as women. Like, oh, who toothbrushes his? I'm going to go to his bathroom to see if he got a woman. He had somebody. You just met dude on Tuesday. He probably had somebody over there Monday night. Like, you can't get mad. But we do. We do. So, she got mad and all that good shit. She got mad, and he gave her side, and you could either eat crow or do what you do. So, she ate crow, and they made out. They made love with his broke foot. And yeah. But y'all, look, I'm gonna leave my Twitter handle down here, because every Wednesday night, the Cherish the Day crew is here. Y'all, Ava DuVernay liked a few of my tweets. You know, I got the big head and everything, so I was game. I was happy, but they definitely interact with you on Twitter. They definitely do. Lano reached out, the young lady that plays Gently. We was having a little dialogue here and there, just a few little sentences. So they definitely reached out, but y'all, please support that movie. I mean, not a movie. Please support the series. It's a great series, and it's gonna teach you a lot about stuff. I cannot wait till they move on to the next couple, but I think we have 2 more episodes or whatever. I need to go back and see how many episodes are in each couple. So I can't wait. So I will see you guys on Twitter. I'm gonna leave it down in the description box. Make sure you open it. Remember to comment and subscribe and like this video. So thumbs up your girl. And hey, don't forget, cherish the day, booze.